What's up guys, Becky here, and today we're gonna do a 30-minute, no equipment, full body mat Pilates workout. So when you're ready, grab your mat, you're gonna feel your abs, you're gonna feel your butt, you're gonna get a little sweaty, and let's do this. So we are gonna get started in tall kneeling. So you're just gonna start off taking a step forward, leaning into your hips and coming back. So you're just leaning forward, coming back, leaning forward, coming back. So you're opening up this back hip flexor. And if you've spent any amount of time sitting today, it's good to open those muscles up so that we can really engage the booty. So if sometimes you find it difficult to engage through your butt, sometimes it means that your hip flexors are tight. So this is good for that. Doing a nice dynamic warm up here. Forward and back. Forward and back. So now we're gonna start to pivot onto our heel, sending those hips back. So getting a nice hamstring stretch. Think flat back here. So we come forward, we come back, stretching through our hamstrings. All the muscles we're gonna work today. Forward and back. Forward and back. Nice rocking motion. Start to get used to stacking your ribs over your hips, connecting to the core. All right, we're gonna add on. So you're going to lean forward, come back, plant your hands, and you're gonna kick the opposite leg back. So I'll show you that again. We come forward, plant the hands, kick the opposite leg. All right, so forward, plant hands, kick leg. Make sure when you kick that leg, you keep that core connected. Kick. We come forward, back and a kick. Forward, back and a kick. Good job. Forward, back and a kick, connected to the core. Forward, back and a kick. Beautiful. Forward, back, and a kick. Just starting to get our body warmed up and moving, prepped and ready for the work that is to come. This is gonna be an awesome class, warming up your full body, working all of those tiny muscles that we love to work. 2 more of these before we add on. 1 more of these, kick it back, hold here for a second, plant this knee back down, and then you're gonna tuck this toe and lift your hip up. So let's break it down here. Forward, back, and tuck this side as you kick up the opposite side. So a little bit of a brain game here, but bear with me. And up. Good. So building up to bigger movements. We are now weight bearing on our hands, tucking this toe, kick that leg up for a little split. All right. Forward, kick back, and tuck lift. Make sure you're powerful, intentional in every movement you attempt. Let's do 4 more, really strong through the core. Hug your belly into your spine, tucking that toe, kicking up. See, even I get a little bogged down here, wondering what foot I'm on, and kick up. Last 2, forward, kick back, tuck that toe, lift up. Last one, you're coming forward, kick back, tuck that toe, lift up, hold it here. You're gonna bring your knee into your elbow, kick it back. Bring knee in, kick it back. Exhale, strong arms, strong hands, kick it back. Let's do 5, we'll do 4, we'll do 3, let's do 2. Last one, kick that leg forward, kick it all the way back, plant your foot down, just pedal out through the back of your feet, shake out your head, and before we come over to the other side, we're just gonna ripple ourselves forward to a nice, high, strong plank. Shoulders pulling away from your ears, push into those hands, pull the abs up and in, come down into a hover, come forward, into a hover. Strong through the back, strong through the abs. It's like you could balance a little plate on your lower back. Let's do 5. Push those hands, 4. Hug your belly, 3. Stay strong, it's just the warm up, 2. Last 1. Drop your knees, come back into a child's pose. Catch your breath. All right, let's come all the way back up and do that all again. So now you're gonna have this leg forward and we're just leaning and rocking into it. So we just went all the way up and now we're coming back down a little bit. But now you guys know what to expect in your first sequence. So if you've been joining me for those 10-minute classes, you know that they can get quite spicy for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna warm you up real good with a dynamic warm up before we get into all those nice little muscles that we love to work. So now you can start to pivot back on that heel, stretch back through the hamstring. Pivot, stretch it back. Start to keep that core engaged, ribs stacked on top of the hips. Spine is long. Good job. Keep your head right on top of your shoulders as you move through this motion, forward and back. All right, you guys ready to pick up the pace? I think we are. So we're gonna come forward, plant our hand, plant the foot, kick the opposite leg back, abs are pulled in. You come forward, good, hip flexors, down to the hands, kick that leg back. Awesome, forward, plant hands, kick back. We step forward, plant hands, kick it back. Fire up the booty as you kick back, forward, plant hands, kick back. And again, forward, plant hands, kick back. Shrink wrap your abs in and around your spine. Staying nice and strong. Use that Pilates breath. It's those exhales when you're working hard so that you remember to breathe. Good job. Crushing it. We're gonna add on a little more here. So you're coming forward, you're kicking back, you plant that leg back down, tuck the toes, and kick your leg up to the sky. So a 3-legged dog. We come down, we come forward, plant hands, kick it back, tuck that toe under, and kick it back, 3-legged dog. All right, you got this. Forward, kick it back, tuck that toe, 3-legged dog. Awesome. We go forward, long spine, kick it back, tuck that toe, 3-legged dog. Cinching on your waist using the strength of your arms. Tuck that toe, kick. You feel your waistline kick on here. You're gonna kick back. And it's a little bit of cardio if you're doing it fast like me. We're coming forward. We're kicking it back. We're tucking that toe and kicking back. How about 3 more? Are you breathing? Are you engaged through your spine? Through your belly? Are you long? Are you taking care of yourself? I know if you have this video on, you are definitely trying to. Coming forward, kicking it back. Tuck your toes, come up, hold it here. You're gonna ripple forward, bring that knee into your elbow. Exhale, kick it back. Coming forward, knee to elbow. Kick it back, connect to the tummy. Kick it back, and again. Kick it back, and again, 4. And back, you got 3. Kick it back, we got 2. Kick it back, last one, like you mean it. Plant that foot down next to the other one. Quick little pedal, shake out your head. We're gonna ripple forward. Find ourselves in a nice, strong, high plank. Shoulders pulling away from the ears, scoop on the belly, squeeze the bum. We got those knee hovers. Hover, extend. Hover and hover and hover and let's do 5. Let's do 4. You got this, 3. Abs pull in, 2. Last one. Come down to your knees, hips back to heels. Find yourself in a beautiful child's pose or shell stretch. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh. If you're feeling a little like a sweaty mess, don't worry, you are not alone. We are gonna come down onto our backs from here. Sequence 1 complete. Down onto your back. take your arms open to the side and just give me a nice little hip sway from side to side. So we're finding some beautiful rotation, grounding down through the upper body, relaxed on the base of our skull, relaxed through our back ribs, trying to quiet those ribs down. Good. Just catch up with your breath here. There will be time to bring that breath back up again. All right, back to center, and you're gonna take your hands, make a little basket for the nape of your neck. You should see your elbows in your periphery. So they're not hugging your head like this, they're just kind of slightly up. Your head is very heavy in your hands. We're gonna start with a little curl up. So it's an exhale, closing your rib cage into your hips by pulling on your deep abdominals. So it's like you're really sliding those ribs into your hips and your head stays heavy. Good, exhale. So it's more about that rib to hip connection than it is about yanking on your neck or pulling your head. Exhale, inhale down. So we exhale, tighten the tummy, inhale, lower. So we're just warming up through the abs, a little bit of heat building, keeping the head heavy in the hands. Let's do 5. We'll do 4. We'll do 3 and 2 and 1. Now you're gonna hold your head up in your hands. Make sure that head is nice and heavy. So you really got a tight basket in your neck. Bring the right leg up to table, bring the left leg up to meet it. You're gonna tap the right leg down, bring it up. Left, right, left. Keep those bones heavy. Good. How still can you move through your pelvis? Good. Connected to the core. Can you smile? I think you got a smile in you. Let's do 4 before we add our head. 3. Let that head be heavy. 2 and 1. Now keep your legs in table. You're gonna lower your head, lower your right leg at the same time. And again with the left. Keep that back flat. And flat. Starting to feel the work in the front body. You got this. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs stay in table, head can relax down. Extend your right leg straight out, bring it back in. Extend the left, bring it back in. Let's go right. Scoop those lower abs, left, you got this. Let's go right. Let's go left. We'll go right and left. Really pull that tummy in and around your spine. 2 more. 1 more. Now lift your head up, exact same thing. Lower the head, lower the right leg, and left, and right, and left. Find the strength, it's in there. We're just gonna find it, dig deep. Good, let's do 4, 3, keep your back grounded, 2, and 1. Hug the knees into the chest, just relax down. Give yourself a little massage from side to side. I think those abs are lit up for now. So let's come into our glutes. You're gonna have your heels down. You should just be able to tickle the back of your heel, ground down through the shoulders. We're just gonna press through the heels, articulate, so you're curling your tailbone under to lift one bone at a time, all right? We are gonna lower slowly. So think melting through the back ribs, lower back, mid back first, lower back, and all the way down. Inhale, exhale. Curl yourself back up. It's like you're peeling your spine up. Articulate down. Should feel like a nice little massage for your back. And just keep going at your own pace. Good. Make sure your shoulders can stay grounded down because we're standing on our heels and we're standing on our shoulders here. Curl, lift, melt, lower, down. Last one, we're gonna curl, lift up, stretch your thigh bones away. Make sure your rib cage is hanging out right on top of your ribs. So you feel your inner corset, everything cinching on, okay? It's like you're narrowing your waist right into your hips. Good. For a little more balance challenge, reach those arms up to the sky. Ground down through the heels. Just drop the hips and drop 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 and you should start to feel booty and hamstrings. And if you don't, put your mind there and you will feel them. Good. Drop and drop and drop and on the next one, hold at the top. Okay, we got a little pulse here. It's literally a 1-inch drop, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Really push through the heels. Find the glutes, connect to the core. Up, up, up. It should burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Press into your left foot, lift your right leg up to table. All right, you're gonna drop those hips down. Exhale, lift up. Drop, lift. Maybe you need your hands down for support, but just make sure you're not death gripping the floor. Let's do 5, 4, 3, connect to the core, 2, and 1, we switch. Plant the right, lift the left. Connect to the core, really slide your heel in towards your bum, find those hamstrings, down, down, zip up the abs, down, down, 5, 4, you got this, 3, 2, and 1, lower down, hug the knees into the chest, little rock around. Guess what? We have to come back to the abs. We just have to. So your legs are up in tabletop. Your hands are gonna make that nice basket around the nape of your neck. You're gonna give yourself that little mini curl up, and you're just gonna think about rocking across your back ribs. So you're doing this little side to side. You're keeping your hips nice and heavy as you rock across the back ribs. So you're starting to feel side to side, to side, to side. A little core challenge, side to side. Beautiful. So now as you come to one side, I want you to drop the opposite leg. Looks a lot like crisscross, coming to the other side. And twist. And we twist. Keep that core tight. As you twist, pull the abs in. And can you make it more of a twist? Maybe connect the elbow to the opposite knee as you reach that leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees into the hips, lower down. Good. Take your feet as wide as the mat, slight turnout of those heels. We're coming up for butterfly bridge. So you're grounded down through your shoulders, pressing through the heels, lifting the hips, feeling into those outer hips. We're gonna drop and lift, drop and lift, drop and lift. Keep the rib cage heavy as you drop and lift. Drop, find the booty muscles, drop and lift, drop and lift. Good, 5, 4, 3, you're almost there, 2, and 1, come up and hold. Pulse your knees, open, 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 open. Hips don't go anywhere, they just hang out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knock those knees together as you close, lift up, open. Butterfly bridge. Down and up. Ooh, just adjust yourself if you're sliding. And up, good. Down we drop, lift we open. Down we drop, lift we open. You got this. Feeling into those little corners of our hips. Are your shoulders grounded? Relax through your face and your jaw. Really come up. Good, come up nice and high. Connect to the corset. Let's do 5, 4, 3, booty should be burning, 2, and 1, hold at the top. We gotta do a pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, windshield wiper those legs from side to side. You guys are so awesome. We are gonna come over into side lying. So come over onto your side And you can prop your head up like me, or you can cradle your head down. Just use your bicep as a little pillow. And what we're gonna do is have our heels lined up with our seat, all right? You're gonna tip your top hip away, so you've got just that little bit of space underneath the bottom of the body. You can take your hand out forward for more support, but keep your chest nice and proud. I like to put my top hand onto my hip so that I can really feel what's happening at the pelvis. So keeping those heels super glued together, you're gonna open and close. Open and close. Good. Think about this more like the thigh bone spiraling than the pelvis waving back. So if you're doing that, you're going too far. It's more contained. You roll that top hip forward and you open and you close. Good job. So you really want to feel into those side bum muscles. And this is called a clamshell if you don't know. So we're opening and closing. Clamshells in Pilates class are pretty standard. It's something we're always doing all the time. And it's because it works. It's a classical exercise that just works so well for stabilizing your pelvis. So we're gonna keep going full range here. Up and down and up and down. Let's do 3. Hold on to your core, 2, so don't lose that corset. 1, hold it here, pulse it back. Pulse, 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 pulse. Let your pulses be controlled, all right? So it's a pulse, 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 pulse. Very controlled. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lower down. Pick up the leg, internally rotate, tap the knee to the knee, lift up, externally rotate, tap the heel to the heel. So it's internal rotation, external rotation. Internal, external. How still can you keep your torso? If I was only looking at you from the waist up, no movement. I would be seeing not an inch of movement. It's all about that lower body. So turn that thigh bone in the socket. Make it beautiful. Turn down, turn up. This should really start to burn into those little rotators in your booty. Good. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Bring your leg back to neutral. So you're pointing that knee forward. You're still connected to the core. And from here, we're just gonna do some nice circles. So think about that thigh bone circling around. You're pushing the bottom leg into the floor, connected to the core. Ribs are hugging back. Good. Circling around, making it juicy. Feeling that thigh bone turning in the socket. Let's reverse direction. Are you on fire? I wanna know. Just like, put some flame emojis in there. I really wanna know if you are feeling the burn. We are circling. Let's do 5 and 4, connected to the core. 3 and 2. Last one, use your breath. Set that leg down and give yourself a little tap out. Very good job. Now from here, what we're gonna do is prop ourselves up to our elbow. We're gonna just slide our knees back just a little bit so we can come up into a high plank position. Sorry, a low side plank. Lift those ribs up. You should be broad across your collarbones, okay? We are gonna push ourselves up into a little plank and come back down. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Good, let's add that leg. So as you come up, you're going, coming down. Lift, lower. So really lift the ribs on the bottom side. And down. Let's do 5. We'll do 4. Let's do 3 and 2. And last 1. Hold it at the top. Just pulse, 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 pulse. Long spine. Can you smile? 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Ha. Give yourself a nice little stretch so you feel that sideways stretching out. Big breath in, side out. All right, guys, we get to do that all again on the other side. So I want you to come all the way down into your beautiful side lying position. Know that resting your head on your bicep is always an option. You're gonna have your heels lined up with your pelvis, which is lined up with your back, all right? Connected to the core, so pull your abs on, belly in, hugging your spine. Top hip bone is slightly rolled away, so you're lifted in your bottom waist, and that top hip bone is also pointing forward. Squeezing the heels together, we open and we close, starting with clamshells. So ask any Pilates teacher, what their favorite exercise is, and you might hear clamshells. Maybe it's not their favorite. Maybe it's one we love to hate. But clamshells are so good for the booty, which is so good for pelvic stability. So standing on one foot, if you're a runner, if you play any sports, so good for that. If you have knee pain, we love pelvic stability around here. So we're spiraling that top leg open and closing it up. So it's less about the pelvis moving and more about the thigh bone moving in the socket. Find that beautiful rotation as you open and you close. And you open and you close. Let's do 5 more full range. And 4, you got this. Chest proud. Can you smile? Last one, we open, we hold. Keep squeezing those heels together, pulse it back. So think of this pulse, again, not a lot of movement through the pelvis. It's all about the thigh bone, therefore it's a very small pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that leg down. Pick the leg up, internally rotate, and then we externally rotate. So it's a tap and a tap. Good. Tap and a tap. Connected to the core, long through the spine. It's a turn and a turn. Can you smile through the berm? You got this. Turning down, turning up. Turning down, turning up. A reminder, keep the spine long, hug the core, keep that pelvis stable. Let's do 5. Use your breath. 4, soften your brows. 3, 2, last 1. Point that knee forward. Let's finish with circles. So think about that thigh bone circling around in the socket with stable hips. Can you disassociate the thigh bone from where it lives in the pelvis? So we're circling, we're stabilizing with that bottom leg. We're stabilizing with our inner corset. Good. Circling, feeling the work into the hips. Let's do 4 more this way. 3, you got this. 2, and 1. Let's reverse, circling the other way. Spin that thigh bone around in the socket. Circle, feel the synovial fluid lighting up in the joint. Basically, that is your body's lubrication system. So getting everything nice and fluid, opening up through the hips. Am I distracting you from the pain yet? We'll do 2. And 1. Set that leg down. Give yourself a nice little tap out. Not much left to go, guys. Hang in there. You're gonna snuggle that elbow in under your shoulder. Have your knees back a little bit. We're coming up for a side plank. Lift those bottom ribs, lift the hips up and lower back down. So you're cinching on that bottom waist. Good. Broad across your collarbones, lifting up, lowering down. Feel free to adjust if you need to. It should feel good, right? Movement should feel good, connected to the core. Let's start to add that leg. So it's a little clamshell as you come up. Really focusing on just turning the leg, not the pelvis. You got this. 5 and 4 and 3. Strong on that bottom arm. 2 and 1. Come up and hold. Pulse that leg back. Pulse, 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 pulse. Shrink, wrap your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all down. Little stretch up to the sky, stretching out that side body. Think nice and tall. All right, we're just gonna come to center, finish with a couple of stretches. So I just want you to take the soles of your feet together, find yourself in a nice butterfly stretch. Sit up nice and tall. And then if you can, maybe you round forward over your legs. Big breath in. Sigh it out. Give yourself a couple moments to stretch. Then rolling yourself back up. You're just gonna take your right leg over the left. Take your left arm around that right knee. Twist yourself, look over the shoulder. Stretching into that little side bum we work so much in this class. Sitting tall. Good job. Stretch that leg out. Let's do the other side. Hug your right arm around your left. Left arm comes back. Look behind you. Sit tall as you inhale. Exhale, little twist. Inhale. Exhale. Stretch that leg out. One more rounding forward of the spine. Let go of any tension in your head and neck. Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale, maybe you can slide a bit more forward. Round yourself back up to tall. Thank yourself for joining me today. I am so grateful for you. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, like, and share with your friends. We put out new videos every week and we'd love to hear from you. So let me know what you want to see next time and I will make it. Bye.